Three strong black women standing before you.
That's no woman, that's the penguin.
You can't fool me, Oswald. I know you anywhere.
You had a dozen strong black female candidates get up there and talk about, listen to me, there's a black woman talking. So they elected the little white kid, the whitest little white kid. No,
are you going to pull up our new DNC leaders? Is that the next story?
We are.
Because I think that I don't know if people know. Can I say who is the co-chair now? Can I say that, or is that?
Well, we're gonna get to it.
Okay. I don't want to break the surprise for people.
What I want to show people first here is the reaction, or at least not the reaction, but some of the folks up there that went up to be nominated, or they were some of the nominees to run the DNC. They were running to become DNC chair. And I found this today just before the show started. I haven't got to watch the whole thing yet, so you're going to get a cold reaction on this one. I saw the first few seconds and I said, oh, perfect. We are totally doing this.
In their defense, they were exhausted already from the 45-minute land acknowledgement.
This is so good. See if you can spot, and again, put this in the context of Trump has been elected. DEI is getting eviscerated right and left. And yet, here comes the Democrat Party with this.
Hello, Democrats. Hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention like the 11 people who went before me.
Yep, this is going to go well.
Are you really retarded?
I mean, again, we have to demand the audience pay attention to me because of my skin color and my gender. Right off the bat, and guess she wasn't the only one.
I like that she declared I'm a black woman, because nobody knew that. So it was very informative. That Valiant sure of her, but she was declaring that for all the blind people in the audience.
Imagine, look, everybody, I want you to watch this, and I want you to imagine this is basically a Walt Disney Company casting call for a movie.
Hello, Democrats. Hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention like the 11 people who went before me. Yes, I am speaking.
Good evening, Democrats. Look up here. Three strong black women standing before you.
That's no woman, that's the penguin.
You can't fool me, Oswald. I know you anywhere.
Good evening, Democrats. Look up here.
The penguin thought that wig was going to confuse me.
Three black women who, rather than just grabbing a chair, ran for chair.
Te quiero mucho, Papa. Gracias por todo.
Who are you kidding? You can't run, penguin.
Look at the subtitle. Look at the subtitle. Look at what they put on here. Like they did. Definitely not English. This is, I mean, after they run through this and they give them here's the actual subtitle, and then we go right into
women who, rather than just grabbing a chair, ran for chair.
Te quiero mucho, Papa. Gracias por todo. My name is Artie Blanco, Freddie Blanco's daughter. Vote for me for vice chair.
Look at this room, y'all. Truly take it in. This is the Democratic Party. We are our strongest when we stand together.
We are in a time in this country when our democracy and our rights are under attack.
As is my grandmother.
Where black and brown people, women, and other minorities are being blamed for everything that's wrong with this country. So let's fight.
The only thing attacking that woman is her diabetes.
Yeah, and here's the thing, something she says here.
And our rights are under attack.
Our democracy and our rights are under attack. Here we go with this crap again. Donald Trump is going to terminate democracy in America. All the same garbage.
We're at a time where black and brown people, women, and other minorities are being blamed for everything that's wrong with this country.
No, I want to stipulate on this one. Nobody is blaming black and brown people. Nobody's blaming women or minorities. What we're blaming are the racist policies that have been instituted by our federal government and by a great many among corporate America. in the last 5 to 10 years. Things like diversity, equity, and inclusion. Is people like this lady here trying to use what they have always used, racism and sexism, as a shield against what they're actually trying to do is just implement societally destructive Marxism. That's it. It's the policies. You know what? Because to say that, well, you know, without affirmative action and without DEI, then black and brown people and women and minorities, we won't ever be able to get any jobs. Really? When did that start?
With this sort of repertoire from the DNC, I think that they should go ahead and start printing the President Vance letterheads 4 years in advance.
Yeah, might as well. And then they could print the letterhead for Donald Trump Jr. as well.
Trust me, there's going to be plenty of jobs in about a year or so when the tariffs start hitting and we start manufacturing and doing stuff in the U.S. again.
Well, they'll hit even faster than that, Tom, because a lot of these people on stage right now wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they're actually government employees that are fixing to get laid off.
This next woman must have real vision problems in her nostrils.
So let's fight together for a stronger and more inclusive Democratic Party. Good
The Democrat Party apparently has not been inclusive enough. Okay.
afternoon, DNC. Let me say something. Over the last several days, we've seen what happens when we have the wrong people in powerful places. And so today, I ask for your support.
Did you see the subtitle?
I know what they're up to.
I just noticed that.
You're asking for trouble right now, Valiant.
I know.
And electing me as your DNC vice chair because in a time of crisis, leadership matters. My people are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Are you really
That woman in the purple dress was the best so far. That's their best chance they've got thus far.
Yeah. And again, these are people running for chair and vice chair of the Democrat National Committee.
Tired of being the last one hired and the first one fired.
All you had to do was get a gender studies degree, and you too, for the last 10 years, could have been an overpaid diversity, equity, and inclusion executive at the Walt Disney Company.
Also,
this woman see through those eyelids.
Well, this woman has murdered.
Yeah,
this woman has murdered 10,000 mollusks to achieve her neck. Look at that! My God,
that's a lot of. Yeah, I have a feeling they're probably not
big
real.
ass one there.
Yeah,
And the first one fired.
And I've spent the last
I guess it just died there.
Sometimes words are hard to read.
Tired of the
Are you really retarded?
Yeah, she froze. She just froze.
last 15 years fighting for the American people, all 340 million of them.
Work to do to organize, show up, and win. And that is why I'm asking the people who have stood with me in this ride, because you know the work that I do to protect the vote.
hello.
I
They are
can't
into
figure out what
pearls.
that last thing was.
They are into pearls. Let me tell you, they are.
Yeah.
PETA.
Well, they
PETA,
gotta
are you
clutch 'em.
there? PETA, you've got to defend the mollusks.
Yeah, that was some. So anyway, that was some people that were actually running for DNC chair. Now,
Oh, but who won?
this is here's the guy that won vice chair. Here we go, David Hogg.
Are you ready to go on the offense? Are you ready to go on the offense? We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. We had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people we give a damn about them, that we support them, and we invest in them. I have raised over $11 million in the past year to support the future of our party, because I don't just tweet, I don't just talk the talk, I also walk the walk, and I...
He's also one of the most highly paid shills, and has been for years, of the Democrat Party. For those of you out there that don't know who David Hogg is, you're fortunate.
It's
David
like Justin Trudeau and Harry Sisson had a baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got you with that one. It's true. The one with the,
All I know is that the Hogg family has gone to hell. Boss Hogg would be very upset with this young man.
I agree with you there. This guy is a huge confiscate all the guns guy. This is a huge anti-2A guy. His solution for the problem, and he immediately became the superstar because he was, I think, a senior in high school at the time.
Correct.
And he became an immediate superstar in the DNC because he was very vocal out there about take away all the guns, take away all the guns, take away all the guns. The DNC capitalized on the moment, as they always do with these things, to turn it into more calls for gun control. Because, of course, you know, taking guns away from law-abiding citizens always stops the criminals every time. Never. David Hogg immediately became a superstar. And then over the next few years for the DNC, he became a very well-paid superstar for them. Just like Harry Sisson is. You know, we made fun of him because he deserves it. He's a little twerp. David Hogg is now the vice chair. He won. He is now the vice chairman of the Democrat National Committee. And I can't wait.
You ought to be as happy as can be. I mean, listen.
I'm thrilled.
Well, this is like more of the same, isn't it? Right? Like they're basically just signifying they're not going to change.
Right. This is a pretty boy who we have watched over and over. If anybody's paid attention to this guy, he gets owned online. It's enormous. So the idea that you're going to put him in charge is wonderful. If you're a conservative, you couldn't pick a better person to be in the lead than someone who's only good at yapping.
I think this is the greatest. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was on the RNC side, if I was part of the Trump brigade, if I was one of Trump's, family members or part of his administration, they are jumping up and down for joy right now. They are so happy that they elected this little twerp, this skinny little soy fruit. This is the best thing that could have happened to them. And now he's the vice chair. So we're talking about who the chair is next.
Indoors across the country, but I'm counting on you in this moment right now. I need your support. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
So they elected the little white kid, the whitest little white kid. You had a dozen strong black female candidates get up there and talk about, listen to me, there's a black woman talking. Y'all got to listen to me. I'm black and I'm a woman. So you need to, this is how you start a speech, I guess.
Well, the first problem is this boy is a Democrat. That's the first problem.
Beto O'Rourke. That's what you've got there in David Hogg.
Oh, he's been hanging out with them Duke boys.
I think David Hogg is probably even a bigger little sissy than Beto. Maybe not, but
are you kidding me? He's a big old.
Imagine that you were not Latino and you changed your name to Beto, not realizing whatsoever that is as close to beta as you can get. Well, David Hogg, take some lessons. You've got some places to go, and it's not upward in the DNC.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.